In Woolwich, we had an attack today that was unbelievable. Two guys in the streets find someone that we believe, according to a local MP, Nick Rainsford, was a soldier returning from his barracks, and they start butchering him, literally, with 4 different knives, apparently. And what's even more amazing is they stood around in the streets, and then cameras showed up. They started talking to the cameras. And you see the man at some point in this video lying on the street. The witnesses say that they hacked at him so much that it was basically a beheading. So now let's hear from what appears to be one of the attackers.
In a South London street, a man with bloodied hands carrying a knife and machete approaches a camera and tries to justify what has just happened.
I apologise that women had to witness this today, but in our land, our women have to see the same. You people will never be safe. Remove your governments, they don't care about you.
He then walks back up the road, back towards the victim of this attack who lies prone in the street.
Unbelievable. British Prime Minister David Cameron is now going back to the UK. He was at a conference to talk about tax rates and energy policy, and he's going to chair a meeting of what they call COBRA. That's the government's emergency committee. They believe that there's a strong indication that this is an act of terrorism. Of course, the word terrorism has lost most of its meaning. Does it appear that this was politically motivated? It certainly appears that way based on what the video you just saw. And by the way, the police have apprehended the 2 people who they suspected did this heinous attack, and they also had a bit of a shootout with them, and at least one of the assailants was shot. So now neither one of them has passed away. They're both in custody. Was it terrorism? Well, if it's true that they attacked a soldier, terrorism is attacking civilians, not soldiers. Now, he wasn't a soldier at the time when he's walking home. He wasn't acting as a soldier, I should say. To me, the characterization is irrelevant. Whatever you call it, it was terrible. It was literally butchery. And obviously, we hope that these guys are brought to justice. It is unclear what land he's referring to and what grievance he thought he was solving by attacking that guy who, of course, had nothing to do with the decision-making of the British government, the U.S. government, or any other government. And that is often the great problem with these attacks, whether you call them terrorism or not, which is that they almost always target people who had nothing to do with the policy decisions whatsoever. Now, there are, of course, much better ways of addressing what you perceive to be injustices. This ain't even close. Obviously, these guys should be put away for the rest of their lives.